Love yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours.
Hey, it's Misha, the unpopular influencer here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new to my channel, welcome back. Where did you go? Do not leave again, okay? Thanks. Now it's like 2:30. Yep, it's 2:39, and I am starting the vlog now because I was editing earlier. I slept in while Jelani brought Mikhail to school, so I slept in until about like 10:30. Oh, excuse me. So because I slept in until about 10:30, I started my day kind of late. So the stuff that I have planned for today, it's not really gonna happen before he comes home. Well, some of it's not gonna happen before he comes home. I was gonna go on the road, go to the hair store, get some supplies that I need to make a video this week, but I only have until about 4 o'clock. I'm tired of my floor being crunchy due to the crumbs all over my house. I just let the house go this weekend. I had a little bit of a mental breakdown yesterday because I was just so tired of the incompleteness of my space. And even though it's still in that state, we got one thing done, which is the curtains. And honestly, it is insane. Like, some people like to make it seem like aesthetic is not real, or like going off of an aesthetic is like corny or whatever. But to be honest, aesthetic makes a huge difference on the mental, and I learned that yesterday because when we moved into this apartment like almost 4 years ago, there was a lot of stuff that, you know, I rushed to do, or we rushed to do. So things weren't done properly, things were incomplete, and we were just so happy to be in our own space and to like have our own, you know, space again, that we didn't really care. We didn't put a lot of effort into some stuff, and we didn't think a lot of things through. One of the biggest issues was the curtain, and I don't know if you've seen it in any of my videos because I've done so well at hiding it, is the curtain rod was like bent, and it just had a really bad foundation. And over the years, it just, like, we found a way to work with it because we didn't have time to change it, we didn't have the money, all types of reasons and excuses, right? And when my son went away for Jamaica for 2 weeks in December, I was supposed to, or I said that I was going to fix it before he came back, because he likes to play in the curtains, and it was such a huge concern for me. Like, I would worry about it, I would look at it all the time. First thing I would look at when I come in the house is, did the curtain fall? Is he home? You know what I mean? Just something that I would worry about a lot. And I think it just kind of, yesterday was kind of like the boiling point. I've had enough of like my space just being chaotic because I've been home. I couldn't fix it before because I was in school, and I spent a lot of time away from home, right? And the little time we spent in the home together, like, I was able to push it into the back of my mind. Not yesterday. Not yesterday. I was like losing it, not just because of that, but like, I mean, there's a lot of incomplete, like that. A picture fell over there, I took it down, never put it back up. There's some holes behind my computer because when we first moved, I made bare holes because that's where my hair and makeup station was supposed to be. Then it turned into a computer desk for Jelani. So I digress. There's like a lot of holes on this wall on the other side, which is our bedroom. So there's a lot of holes in our bedroom. There's a lot of holes. Ooh. There are a lot of holes in my house, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So long story short, we got new curtains, and we put up the rod to get together. We actually got this single rail rod from like IKEA, and I hate putting together IKEA stuff, but it was surprisingly easy. It was quite affordable. Let me just say that. Each, we bought 4 rods. We're taking one back. We bought 3 rods. 3 rods were $22 each. And then the curtains were 50 bucks each. And when I say the curtains are really good quality, like, they weren't the quality of the curtains that we had before, even though the curtains we had before were blackout curtains, but they were cheap. Like, I bought them at, I think, $10.99 each. Bought 4 to 6 panels, and they were like 10 bucks each at Giant Tiger. And the rod was like 12 bucks or something like that. But all in all, we spent $200, you know, and it makes a huge difference in our space. Later on, probably when I'm vlogging in the house with Mikhailo, I will, like, when all the curtains are closed later tonight, I will show you guys what it looks like with like all my lights on in the house and the curtains are completely closed, because these are not completely blackout curtains, but they do make the room or the home dark if I close them up. So I really want to show you guys what it looks like. But it has made such a huge difference on my mental. Like, I feel so, I don't even know how to explain it, relaxed, calm, because I'm not worried about the rod falling. I'm not worried about, you know what I mean, my son playing in the curtains and it falls. Like, I have security in how secure these curtains are, and I don't think I can explain how much it helped my breakdown to see that change. After having my breakdown, to see that change, like, it helped so much. And ever since that was changed yesterday, ever since we took the time to do it, get it done, like, I have been on task. Like, I've been prioritizing getting stuff done in the house and getting the space to feel like how I want it to. So there's a lot of things that I need to do that I'm just gonna take you guys with me while I do them, and they're not all gonna cost me money or be expensive, because I'm trying to get out of like a consumerism phase. An influencer is very expensive. It can be and will be very expensive. You don't think about how much you're spending every time you have to go on a Target run or go to the grocery store, which you have to do anyway. But you know, when you don't have like trips to go on or things to go out and do, you really have to improvise on what you want to show. And if you're so used to showing people unboxings and clothing hauls and all of that other stuff that is great to do, you will spend a lot of money in order to create the content to do that. And the return on that is not quick, it's not right away, and it's definitely, well, both, that's like saying the same thing, but it's not quick. And your pockets will suffer if you do not have another option. So to make that money back, if that makes any sense. So I'm tired of my floor being crunchy. Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. And so I am cleaning my floor. You see that thing of dust? Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I might show you guys, I might not, I don't know, because I need to also make something to eat before 4 o'clock. So it's 2:47. I need to vacuum and I need to clean the kitchen because the kitchen is a mess. I just want to say hey to you guys and let you know that we're starting this week's vlog on Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog the whole week because I have appointments at the end of the week, but I'm gonna vlog for most of the week, or try to, or I have videos to record. And anyways, I don't know why I'm saying all these things, so I'm gonna have to edit it out anyways. So I'll see y'all when I am getting ready to head out and pick up Mikhailo. I think that's what I'm gonna do. See you guys when I head out to pick up Mikhailo, or show you guys my food when I make it, because I do want to actually sit down for a little bit and eat. So in order for me to do that, I have to finish the floor. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. So I was supposed to get up early, and for the last couple of days prior to the day to today, I have been going to sleep late and sleeping in the couch, when like my goal is to sleep in my bed. And I was doing so well. And then I started reading this book that does so much unearthing of like your mental, like your beliefs, your thoughts, your everything that controls how you think, how you behave, essentially. And I feel like it kind of has me a little shook and has me doing some self-sabotaging, which is what I'm reading about. Why read a book like that? Because when you have a vision that God continues to show you, or when you are like, you're supposed to be doing something, like, you're supposed to be doing something, but you continue to habitually do something else, that is like a way of self-sabotage. When you set goals with no plan, or you don't plan like how to, you don't have no plan, but you set goals, so your habitual life takes over, like the things that you do out of habit take over and derail your goals. Then you start to think, is it me? Like, what is my problem? What's wrong with me? There ain't nothing wrong with you, sweetie. There's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with the way you think. And if you think how you habitually behave, you have to figure out what that is. I am almost scared of what to do with this information, which leads me to self-sabotage, right? Because I told you about my pattern leading up to today. And why I wanted to make this video is because May 1st, or the first of every month, is usually when people, set new goals and, set new goals for the week, set new goals for the month. And there's nothing wrong with that if that works for you. But there are people in the world who cannot do that. Like, they do set those goals, but then some of those goals are really high out of their reach, or don't exactly know clearly how to set goals that are attainable within a month. Do you know what I mean? And so when they don't end up setting those goals or hitting those goals, they beat up on themselves, they feel bad about themselves, or they just quit altogether. And I'm trying to fight that. So I put a little filter on so it's easier for you guys to just ignore what's happening over here. Because from the front, it looks great. Anyway, so this is the book. This is the book. And not only is this book amazing, like, read me for filth on the first page, it really makes you so aware of yourself. Like, it forces you into an amazing space of self-awareness, and you're able to see what is wrong with your thought pattern so that you can change your habit. Now, I feel like I'm going through a little bit of a regression period where I'm kind of like doing all the things that I used to do because I'm scared of what to do with this information. I'm making this video to tell those people, don't quit. Okay? And I tell you this as I tell myself this. Do not quit. Things may not look exactly how you think they're going. You may not think you're making progress. And yes, the goals from April didn't pan out because you weren't consistent or whatever happened. But the fact that you have a goal for yourself means that you have a vision. It means that you know that there's better out there for you and that you want it. You just got to get out of your own way. And I highly recommend this book, The Mountain Is You by Brianna West. It is such a great book, and it's a great way to identify that it's just the way that you think. And also, there's also nothing wrong with some of the ways that you think. It's more about what you think about. So yeah, don't quit. the back of our car. I just want to start by saying that this is what overstimulation looks like. This is literally 2 days after my accident with my son in the car. And I know you hear him screaming at the beginning of this clip, but I could just tell you right now, I was over it. If you cannot tell by the look on my face, I was over it. This is what overstimulation as a mom looks like. And also, I tried to do a fade on myself and it didn't work. It didn't work. I was walking around looking like Gus Griswold, okay, from Recess. And if you know who that is, leave a comment down below. Because, yeah, I was walking around looking like the son of a sergeant. And so I was over that. And I was over the whole week. One of the things that Jelani told me was that even though times are really difficult right now, and things are frustrating and sad and hard and you're anxious, he got me those flowers that you've seen in the previous clip to just show me that everything is temporary. And so sometimes you just have to slow down and focus and relax and take care of yourself. And so even as I'm editing this right now, this was a hard month for me. I cried for days. I was I was scammed by a tow company. We were scammed. I shouldn't say we currently, it's June 25th and we still have a rental vehicle. There is still so much from this accident. I still have to go to physio. I still have to, talk with lawyers, deal with insurance. So there has been so much that has happened since this accident has occurred that shook up my life in a way that is a blessing and a curse, because I have been just going. And I think that's the mentality that, even though it was not my fault or I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, to be honest. However, there are choices that I could have made that would have never put me on the expressway in the first place for that to not happen. Now, that just goes to show that you cannot control everything. You just have to make choices, do what you gotta do, be decisive and be intentional, and accept whatever comes with that. You know what I mean? Whatever comes with that. I am extremely grateful that
me and my son are okay. I'm not fully okay, but my son is okay. And for that, I can only be grateful and be thankful to God, because it could have been a lot worse. And just because you see someone smiling doesn't mean they're okay. Girl, you are struggling. All right. And so one of the things that's often said is when a woman cuts her hair, her life is about to change, or she is changing her life, or she is going through something. And even though in this video it may seem like that's the case, I'm very, very comfortable being bald. I feel like I am my most beautiful self. I feel my most confident. I feel my most sexy. I feel my most comfortable around people or taking up space as a bald woman. Previously, I had signed up to go to an influencer. Girl, get your tongue together. An influencer's event, a pop-up shop for her closet. Her name is Sasha, and so I wasn't gonna go because the accident happened, and I just wasn't down to go. I wasn't interested, but I'm just checking out the little bumps, and I have like a beauty mark in my head. Listen, anyways, I wasn't going to go to the event, and after the accident, because I was in pain. I was in a lot of pain. I was on a lot of pain medication. I couldn't drive to the event, so I had to Uber, and it was just like, ugh, I don't want to do this. But my husband knows that I am my most social self outside of my house. And so he knew that I needed that. He knew that it was time for me to go outside, because what this accident would have done was made me depressed and into a hermit because he is an introvert and I would just want to be with him. And even though introversion is not my natural state, socializing extroversion is my natural state. He was like, listen, go do what you need to do and go outside. I know it's going to be hard and it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be worth it. And you'll see in the next few clips that it was. But just because I'm smiling does not mean that I am okay. Let's start the shower. What? Ooh, I'm back. I'm back. A big girl. I mean, I need to go take a shower, but I'm back. And I feel, I mean, there's still little shrubby shrubs up here. In here. But for the most part, we are both not of it. Now I have to do the part that I don't love, which is, this is what I got, so this is what we're doing. Quit the hot knife. God, I got myself in the eye.
it now. Hold it now.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance?
Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Goes for all y'all.